Hello, everybody. Again, welcome to CatSCAN News Live. Today it's live, and it is called CatSCAN News because this cat scans the internet looking for. Oh, I guess it's. Yeah, I could call it fake. This is a fake cat. It's fake news. But yeah, well, if it's something going on, it is news. Just leave it at that. So let's get right to it because we're behind already. 5 minutes. There we go. I'm gonna close that out. And I want to watch this Satoshi video because I ignored it at first, thinking it was something more being a criminal. It might be, but this is a foreign thing. I want to see what the story is. I saw someone else say something about it, and it is not what I originally thought. So that's what I want to know. And I'm babbling, yes. Sorry about that.
Sometimes, the sweet smell of victory stinks. Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria detergents leave behind. Clean is good, sanitized is better.
Finding a therapist you actually connect with can feel like a lot to ask, but 82% of BetterHelp.
It's not every day you wake up and you see influencer facing by firing squad in 2026. So obviously, I wanted to know everything about this case and how we even landed here. Because apparently she thought that she found the perfect online romance. And instead, just weeks after landing in Dubai, her boyfriend had his life taken. She was sitting in jail charged with that crime, and she was claiming that she acted in self-defense. Now,
Okay, well, first off, thinking you found love and going to Dubai, that I have questions, yeah, and doubts right away. I've seen too many of those cases so it does not end well. Scam, but I want to see the self-defense part.
she's facing one of the toughest legal systems in the world. So let's break down what exactly happened. When I first saw the headlines, I assumed this was going to be like another straightforward influencer crime story, but the more I looked into this case, the less straightforward it became. Because right now, there are two very different stories being told. On one side, you have the prosecutors in Dubai who've charged the 23-year-old British influencer, Brooke George, with premeditated after her boyfriend, William Treby, had his life taken away. If she's convicted, she's facing the ultimate consequences under the UAE law. And on the other side, you have Brooke, her family, and the advocacy group representing her. And they say this was not premeditated at all. They say that she was trying to survive an abusive attack and acted in self-defense. And the difficult part here is, at least publicly, we haven't heard much from investigators beyond the charge itself. Most of the detailed timeline that's been reported so far comes from Brooke's family and the organization assisting her, while UAE authorities haven't publicly laid out why they believe the crime was premeditated. The advocacy group is called Detained in Dubai, and they say their mission is to help foreigners in the UAE legal system and to campaign for fair treatment. So they obviously think that Brooke is not getting fair treatment. And throughout this video, I'm going to be very careful to, separate what's being confirmed and what's being alleged. So with all that out of the way, let's start from the beginning. So you have Brooke George, who's a 23-year-old from Gravesend, Kent, who built a following on TikTok and Instagram by posting lifestyle content, travel photos, and snapshots of, I guess, what looked like a pretty normal life. Before that, she reportedly worked at John Lewis, and from the outside, nothing really seemed like she'd find herself at the center of an international criminal case. But earlier this year, she met 26-year-old William Treby online, and according to multiple reports, the two connected through Facebook, quickly started talking, and before long, what began as an online relationship turned into plans to see each other in person. Treby had been living and working in Dubai, and Brooke eventually flew out to visit him.
Her daughter, Brooke, she's only 23, she's very naive. She met this guy on Facebook dating. She went over to Dubai. It was, from her point of view, it's a whirlwind romance. He's taken her to all the high-end luxury restaurants, taken her to the beach clubs. He arranges for her to have this modelling photo shoot on the beach. She's very proud and happy about all this. Goes back home, tells mum, look, I've met a guy who, this could be a man I could spend my future with.
And according to her account, that first trip went really well. She later described it as the time of my life. And I guess between the beaches and the luxury places, it kind of looked like the typical honeymoon phase for an influencer couple. But I guess according to Brooke and her family, that feeling didn't last too long. So the problems didn't really begin until she returned to Dubai for the second visit.
He flies her out again to Dubai, but according to her account, the experience she has is very, very different. She's left alone in an apartment for a lot of the time. There are other people in the apartment. When they do go out, they're accompanied by this other chap.
So she says that William acted completely different from the man that she'd gotten to know during the first trip. And through statements released to the advocacy group detained in Dubai, Brooke alleges that he became controlling and abusive, and that little things started making her feel like something was not right whatsoever. So, one of the biggest red flags was apparently discovering that he'd only booked her a one-way ticket to Dubai. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Brooke's family also claims that she realized that he had her passport, making it way harder for her to
Okay. Yeah, I want to know, like, when you get the ticket, it doesn't it say one way or round trip? Did she not know this at the airport the first time or something? Like, your ticket information should say one way or round trip. That, pay attention.
simply leave and fly home whenever she wanted. And again, these are allegations that haven't been proven in court, but they're central to Brooke's account of what happened next. So her mother says that she noticed a change almost immediately. During Brooke's first visit, she sounded excited and happy whenever they spoke, but on the second trip, those phone calls became very different. According to her mother, Brooke was quieter than usual and seemed very anxious. She also said that her daughter kept insisting that everything was fine, but she could tell something had changed. Then came a phone call that, looking back, has become one of the most important parts of the family's story. So her mother says that Brooke was crying uncontrollably. She sounded terrified and repeatedly said that she wanted to come home. She also says that she could see one of Brooke's eyes was swollen and beginning to close. And around the same time, detained in Dubai said Brooke had started telling friends that things weren't right and that she needed to get out of Dubai. So the organization
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet
And also,
Base 44.
also said that Brooke became concerned that she had been lured there under false pretenses.
Yeah, this is why you be careful. Yeah, do not. Yeah, this is a. You gotta teach kids to be more skeptical.
So there's been no public evidence released by investigators supporting this claim. So I mean, regardless of whatever was happening behind closed doors, it's clear that at least at this point, the relationship Brooke had described as the time of her life was, at least according to her account, pretty much over. And now she wanted to escape. Then came the night that changed both of their lives forever. So the two went out together the evening to McCafferty's bar in Jumeirah village. Brooke alleges that after William had been drinking, an argument broke out and he became violent on the drive back to the apartment. Brooke claims that the assault continued once they got home. And at some point, she says that she decided she needed to leave Dubai altogether. And Brooke managed to arrange a flight back to London with the help of her friends. But there was one major problem. She still needed her passport. They say that she returns to the apartment to collect it, believing that she could just grab her stuff and head straight to the airport. But what happened next is obviously the main part of this entire case, because Brooke says that she was crying, begging for a passport to be returned, when William allegedly attacked her again. She claims that she was punched repeatedly, feared for her life, and reached for a kitchen knife that was within arm's reach. And William then lost his life after being stabbed. But the question is, why? Brooke says she acted in self-defense because she believed that she was in danger. Dubai prosecutors, however, have charged her with premeditated, And that's where this case becomes very difficult to look at. Publicly, authorities haven't really explained what evidence led to them to conclude the crime was premeditated. They haven't released a detailed account of the incident or laid out the theory behind the charge. And they're also pursuing one of the most serious criminal charges possible under UAE law. After the crime, Brooke made her way to the Dubai International Airport to board a flight back to London that had been arranged with the help of her friends. But she never got on that plane. In the early hours of June 22nd, she was stopped by authorities and arrested. Before long, she was formally charged with premeditated and taken into custody. Brooke's family says that when she was arrested, she still had visible injuries from what they claim happened earlier that night.
Things are very, very different over there, according to the family. And there's this the organisation detained in Dubai. She hasn't had access to a lawyer. She's been asked to sign things in Arabic that she doesn't understand.
Okay, yeah. If you're being arrested or even detained by police and they want you to sign something in a language you do not know, don't do it. No. Never sign anything without reading it. That is, again, this is something that needs to be taught, to be careful.
Even in her battered and bruised state, she was strip searched in a room only by men. Some of them are filming this process. So it's not the standard of justice in the process that you'd get over here.
And these allegations have not been publicly addressed by the UAE authorities, or the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office has only said that it's assisting a British woman detained in the UAE, supporting her family and communicating with local authorities. And as news of this case spread, people online quickly picked a side. Some looked at the headline, a young influencer accused of stabbing her boyfriend, and assumed the case was open and shut. But I don't think this case is that straightforward, because once you look into this, it's a way bigger mess than what I guess the influencer headline seems like, which is why I wanted to cover this story. Because obviously you have to consider Brooke's injuries, her family's account, and the allegations of abuse. The argument on that side is that the investigators should be treating her as a possible victim of domestic violence rather than assuming that she was the aggressor here. The problem is that the public still doesn't have very many answers that would normally help make sense of a case like this. Like, we haven't seen any evidence other than Brooke's side of the story. And honestly, without that, it's hard to really understand how investigators came to this conclusion. As journalists started digging into both Brooke's and Williams's backgrounds, more information about William started coming out. So according to reports in the UK, the 26-year-old had previously been convicted in 2023 of wounding and common assault. And he also got a suspended prison sentence for that. He was also reportedly due to stand trial next year as one of the several people charged following a Kent police investigation into conspiracy to supply contraband, some of that white powder and the leaf. Obviously, I want to be careful here because this is important. None of that really tells us what happened inside that apartment in Dubai. Obviously, just having a criminal record doesn't mean that someone automatically was the aggressor here, but also at the same time, it's also a part of the public record. And it's one of the reasons some people argued that Brooke's allegations deserve to be investigated rather than just simply dismissed. And obviously, William's family are also dealing with a tragedy of their own. His sister wrote that he wasn't just her brother, but also her best friend. His mother said that she was broken and promised that her family would keep his memory alive. This is all just an important reminder that regardless of how this case ends, one dude lost his life, and another woman is now sitting in a Dubai jail awaiting trial with the worst possible punishment hanging over her head. And now this case moves into a new phase where the courts, not social media, will have to decide which version of events is supported by the evidence. And this is currently where we're stuck, because Brooke, she's a 23-year-old British woman who's now found herself stuck in the UAE with the worst possible charge. If she's ultimately convicted of this charge, reports say that she could face penalty by firing squad. That's crazy and absolutely not something you hear every day. Obviously, that's worst case scenario, but regardless of what she gets, she's still potentially facing the rest of her life in jail. And she's currently claiming self-defense. She's 23 years old. She's thousands of miles.
What is with those eyebrows and that? Oh, that's not a good picture. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but yeah. Those eyebrows and that forehead, that is not a good picture. Oh. Oh yeah, that's
from home, and her entire future now depends on what a court decides happened during a matter of minutes inside of one apartment. So whether you believe Brooke's version of events or think the prosecutors have evidence the public haven't seen yet, I think everyone can agree that this is an awful situation to be in. And this is why I think this case deserves to be looked at very carefully instead of reduced to just a headline, which is, again, why I wanted to cover this video. Because, again, the headline is just so shocking. Currently, Brooke is still in custody in Dubai. According to her family, they're raising money for legal costs while trying to get a good representation in the UAE, and the British government has confirmed that it's in contact with local authorities and is providing support to Brooke. If this case does go to trial, the court will have to answer the question that everyone online has already been arguing about. Was this deliberate, or was this an act of self-defense? Right now, we have no idea to know. You do have to be a special kind of stupid, though, to travel to the UAE and commit premeditated, though. But again, current.
Yeah, that's. I wonder, and the thing is, too, stabbing a lot of times, again, this is generalization, it's not always true, and I said a lot of the time it's spontaneous because a knife, like in the kitchen, that's the first weapon you have access to. You just grab it. Obviously, there are other cases where you have a knife and it's premeditated. But more often than not, I would guess, we'll look into it after this video. Yeah, see what the statistics are against crime of passion with knife versus premeditated.
We're only sitting with Brooke's side of the story. But obviously, as more evidence comes out, the picture could easily change. There may be witness statements, forensic evidence, phone records, or even surveillance footage. But for now, Brooke is still saying that she acted in self-defense, and prosecutors maintain that she committed premeditated. And I guess, again, until more information is made public, that's really where this case stands. So hey, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, I do.
Whether you're a professional.
Yeah, if it was self-defense, I feel sorry for her. Being denied a lawyer and stuff, and being told you can be put to death for something you didn't do. I mean, yes, she killed him. That's not being questioned. It's whether it was justified or not. Let's see. I think of how to phrase this. Okay, we're not looking. Okay, premeditated. Okay. Let's see if I'm phrasing this right. Okay. Okay. That's 18. Okay, oh, here we are. Let's see. Yeah, knives are 8% of all murders. But Wyoming and Maine were the only two states in 2024 where firearms were used in fewer than 50% of homicides. Okay, so if you don't want to be shot to death, you have a good chance of that in Wyoming. Better in Wyoming and Maine than other places. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, look. Suffocation does not get the attention they're wanting. And here you just see cutting instruments because you can do that with other things besides a knife specifically. And I'm guessing all other injuries, a lot of them will probably include something you used to hit someone in the head with, probably. Or a car. Let's see. Pierce, yeah, but yeah, do they have okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see if they show this is not showing okay. Here. Rephrase the question. This is just like doing an AI prompt. Let's see. Okay, there's no official statistic for it. Well, that sucks. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, it says there's no official thing, but based on we can infer from broader homicide patterns that many knife homicides are likely impulsive or opportunistic, while a smaller subset may be premeditated. Yeah. Why most knife homicides are likely impulsive. Again, they're just guessing. Like I said, knives are often chosen for close range surprise attacks because they're easy to conceal and can be deployed quickly. In U.S. homicide data, the majority of cases involve one victim and are committed by someone known to the victim. Many of these are domestic disputes or street encounters where the killing happens in the heat of the moment. Knife homicides are more common in domestic and interpersonal violence contexts, which are often reactive rather than planned. Yeah. Knives are the second most second most common weapon used in homicides. Yeah, because like I said, especially at home, kitchen, or workshop, your garage where you got tools and stuff like that. Yeah, knives are a popular weapon or a weapon of choice for many criminals for several reasons. Ease of access, readily available in homes, workplaces, and stores, often without regulation. Low cost, versatility. A knife serves multiple purposes, which allows individuals to carry one without immediately raising alarms. And they can be used without the noise of gunfire for silent operation, reducing the risk of alerting others during an attack. Yeah. Yeah, to help situational awareness. Yeah. Okay, so really can't answer the question. Oh well. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out though. And now let's there is a new HLC! Let's go! Yeah, I don't live alone anymore. I gotta be quiet.
I'm not coming on
Or at least
Saturday.
not that
I'm
loud.
strapped for cash.
But let's go!
You should sell some stuff on Depop.
Wow, man, what a celebration. It's a good time out here. 250 years. I feel like it was just yesterday I rolled off the assembly line. I was designed for Russia and just spent my whole life dealing with brown people. It's a good feeling.
Oh, not so loud, Buff. Oh
What's
my
that?
gosh. Oh, why is the sun out? Someone turn down the sun. Have we figured out how to do that yet, DARPA? I mean, tinted windows and sunglasses have existed for a long time, but maybe? Oh, did somebody go a little bit too hard on their quarter of a millennia that they've existed? I mean,
It's funny because, I mean, I did go see the fireworks Saturday night, but I don't drink. I still felt like I was hungover the next morning, though. Good times.
happy birthday, but my God, yesterday you were insufferable. Look, I started drinking pretty early, and now I have a terrible headache, and everything hurts. And I'm not as young as I once was. Oh my God. Look, beans on toast. I can't even think of a good retort. I hate you. You suck. Whatever. Well, I'm glad you've learned your lesson a little bit. My God, yesterday. Woo! 250 years, motherfuckers! Oh yeah, we're up in this. We run it. We run everything. We're doing great. Flyovers. I need flyovers. All the flyovers we got.
You got anything specific in mind, or just whatever?
Yes. The answer is yes. The airspace. Just fill it. Fill it with my weapons of war. It's gonna be so cool, man. Hey, beans on toast. 250 years of giving you what for? Fuck your tea tax. Although I tax a little shit out of people now. Our founding fathers would probably hate that. Anyways, I don't care. You bloated dunce. I've existed for over 1,000 years. I tried to burp. That's a long-ass time to have no flavor and just be a whiny bitch. Yeah, USA. Where are my jets? Don't forget to hydrate, or tomorrow's going to be just awful for you. There's water in beer. Okay, what are you, my mother? Get up there. Do some flippity-doo-dahs and shit. Do some cool stuff. Oh, can you hover? I bet you can hover. One of the versions can hover. Which one can hover? Oh, yeah, Uncle Sam's going hard. Can I get hell yeah? Hell yeah. Get up there. Do some cool stuff. Do a barrel roll, Star Fox. I wanna feel like I'm a cameraman in the next Top Gun. That's what I wanna see. Go hard. Man, the boss man's really on the sauce. I got an idea. Can I get an intercept? You know what, kid? You've been here for a long time. Like you're good. I like you. That's a hard maybe. Let's do a maybe, and we'll see what you can do up there. Go do spinnies, flippies, and just go real fast, 'cause fast is cool. He didn't say no. Maximum effort. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. I mean, that's fucking cool. I can't believe we made that, guys. Like, that's fucking cool. Like, I don't care which team you're on. Like, Russia can't do that. They have people walking in their Freedom Day parade because everyone keeps dying. But yeah, that's fucking cool. Like, damn. All modern developed nations have jets. I'm sorry, I can't hear you over all this freedom. Most of the nations on the planet have freedom, including me.
No, you don't.
Wait.
Oh, you had to spoil it. You had to spoil it, you...
Wait, I got a good one for this. Hold on. I'm a narrator. He said as he lied and arrest people for angry tweets. It's because he sucks so much. Congratulations on your 250th year in existence, America. May we go forward and eventually have peace in this world. Congratulations. Thank you. At least somebody recognizes my just sheer overwhelming awesomeness. By the way, still hate you. Grandpa Buff, give his mom another back shot. For me and for freedom.
I'll do it, but it feels weird being ordered to.
I feel like in like 1,000 years, the guy that does the narration for the animals, the Americans were a warrior nation. I feel like I should really seal the deal on that. So we're going to throw everyone a curveball. What do you guys think of this? I nuke myself somewhere that doesn't matter. Detroit, Compton, pretty much most of Portland, Oregon. Like, no one cares about that. And then we invade someone who's...
I have family in Portland. Please don't.
a friend, like South Korea. What the fuck did I do to you? I'm just spitballing. Doesn't have to be you. But you don't really have any oil, so that does put you on the very short list of allies. Someone make sure he doesn't have access to the nuclear football right now. What are you talking about? I got nuclear football. I got real football. Like not like that like Freddie Mercury mixed with canards dancing around in short World Cup. Although we do have the World Cup here right now, and you guys picked a good spot because I'm fucking awesome. Me, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. But yeah, we got like real football with pads and tight ends, and man, that sounds really gay when I say it like that. Fuck you. Why is everything you don't like gay? Hey, whoa there, bean toast guy with the face. Hold on, the gays got last month. This month, everyone needs to understand that the only colors of the rainbow that matter are red, white, and blue. Woo! I'm gonna go puke now.
We all know the key to
Oh,
successful
and then goes to
AI
an ad
pilots
so he
is
can
making
go
them
puke.
work. It's not making
I
them
don't
work
know
for
how
all
to
your
do the flag
departments.
emoji.
It's
Is
not
there like
connecting
a
them
flag?
to existing tech. No, it's investment. Keep spending. At some point, AI is going to help keep spending.
Oh, skip. I forgot that.
Do you see? You were insufferable. Congratulations on your 250th, but do you have to make fun of everyone else in the world while you're celebrating? Yeah, I did. Oh, I did just remember something. Over there in your country, someone put up a billboard that said Englandistan. That's a real thing. It's wild, dude. People of differing cultures and differing religions are allowed to speak freely here and have their freedom of expression. It's not my place to tell them what they can and cannot do, within the confines of the law. Well, that was a lot of words to be telling people that they're probably right to put that billboard up, and there's nothing I can say to fight back against it. But you said it in a much more what's that word, eloquent way than most people would. Yeah, it's politics, I suppose. Oi! I mean, it's good to see you there, Neil, but can you get the fuck out of the way sometimes? No, mate! King Kong ain't got shit on me! Now,
What? What is this seal for? When did this happen?
where are those parking cones? I got a fucking problem with them. Australia, can you tell the seal to quiet down? Dude, I'm still not all the way with it, man. I can try, mate. Oi, dickhead! Did America party too hard last night? Ah! Ah, damn it, I will let the Japanese hunt you. That much seal could feed many people. We have finally laid to rest our former leader, the Ayatollah Khomeini. Many were shouting that we must retaliate and kill your president. You delivered that statement in a way that makes people think you actually could. And trust me, if you could, you would have been hitting DC. But unfortunately for you, you suck. It probably comes from a byproduct of having sex with goats. That's not the sequel to Men Who Stare at Goats that I thought we were gonna get. Will you stop hitting my power infrastructure and all of my oil facilities, you fucking Nazi? What's interesting is you did that to me for the last couple years, and when I was telling you to stop because people were going to freeze to death in the winter, you didn't stop. And now here we are years later, and it's happening to you. Oh, and winter is coming. If you don't stop, I swear. What? You'll what? Continue to beat your chest, threaten nukes, do something else, and do absolutely nothing in my country and continue to get your people killed and your shit pushed in? Go ahead. Go. I'm at the point I'm all in. Yeah, you totally weren't stopping that thing in 24 hours, boss.
It is true. It's proven to be a little more difficult than previously expected, but I think we're still on the right path.
And what path is that? Thousands dying every single fucking week.
Yeah. Like you let your citizens die. Yeah, you got no room to talk, buddy. You got no room to talk.
Okay, I say this with the kindest words I possibly can. If you
Leaflet.
continue to talk in
I
capital
presume
letters,
that's
I'm
a
gonna fuck
leaflet
you up.
emote.
You know, it's because of opinions like that, Beans on Toast, that I've started getting a little more chummy with the other members of NATO, the ones that actually want to work with me. Like Turkey. We may soon start selling F-35s to them.
No, that's a stupid idea. Thank you. Actually using your brain for once. Haha, you're gonna get sold to a country named after a flightless bird. Turkey's not named after... Never mind. Okay. So this is a bit problematic. Now, previously, Turkey was in the F-35 program, but they got pulled when they decided to buy the S-400 from Russia instead of the THAAD system from the United States. Now, what matters is this when it comes to selling stealth aircraft. I'm glad you asked. See, here's the thing. The THAAD system is operated by American companies on American soil. The same thing with me, the F-35, being operated by Americans on American soil. Now, the S-400 basically is, if I'm flying in the same skies that are being monitored by the S-400, they're going to find out how woefully unprepared they are to actually defend against a platform like me. And what they're going to do is they're going to provide updates, put that in quotes, to the system and continue to experiment until they can actually pick me up on their radar systems. So it's circumstantially handing the key to the city to the bad guys. I already know my S-400 can detect your stealth aircraft. I wouldn't need to test anything. Yes, the same S-400 that didn't miss a single target in its testing, which hasn't happened to any military program in the history of fucking ever. And the one that is also getting its shit rocked by HIMARS, flamingos, and everything else that flies on the battlefield. Good talk. Yeah.
Oh, Mars just got a mention. I wonder, I think the HIMARS jokes for him kind of ran their course, though.
From a sensor and operational security point of view, really bad idea. And also, bad news. California. There is an animal, you probably hear Knox barking in the background. There is an animal nonprofit that they just found over 100 killed animals buried outside of it.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't get the funding they need, they have to just euthanize the dogs. But I agree, we're going to be looking into it and trying to figure out exactly what happened. And basically, how to blame the federal government for this. Yeah, cool. Anyways, we're launching an independent investigation. I'm not playing this fucking game. Way ahead of you, boss man. There is no reason an F-22 Raptor needs to go to California to look into dead dogs. No. Not me. You're right. There's no job for me there. But Franklin, he's been packing all morning, and I think he's going to head that way for an independent investigation. How's it?
Oh. Yeah, let Franklin deal with them.
Going over there, buddy. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, that's it. Well, yeah, but... Yeah, I heard about the, yeah, the supposed pet sanctuary type place. Oh, that was just her, yeah, that's... Younger generation getting fired for reasons they don't know, so... Let's go do something happy now. Because that ending there just kind of... Yeah, need to pick me up. That was very bad. Yeah. You don't touch the boats, you don't touch the pets. Now, moving on. Tokyo lights up in U.S. flag colors for America's 250th Independence Day. Japan marked the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence on July 3rd with Tokyo Tower, Rainbow Bridge, and fountains glowing red, white, and blue, plus fireworks and a drone show organized with the U.S. Embassy. Prime Minister Sanai Takachi, Japan's first female leader, congratulated President Trump and pledged 250 cherry trees to Washington, D.C., echoing a 9/12 gift, while highlighting post-war reconciliation. From Pearl Harbor and atomic bombings to today's mutual defense. The event reflected enduring alliance amid regional tensions, with online reactions praising Japan as a model ally and others debating its roots in history. Yeah, in other words, some people like, why are you being so nice now? You're supposed to be enemies forever. Yeah. Yeah, do you want peace or not? Keep going on. And yeah, I was watching there's this channel I introduced you yesterday about World War II veterans. This guy goes around, he started doing it when he was a teenager. He interviews World War II veterans on camera so their stories will never be forgotten. And see, let me bring up the channel really quick. Well, it's on YouTube. I think I subscribed to it yesterday. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the channel. He does stuff and yeah, they do a lot of it. And he started in well, let's see. Yeah, you see, he started 10 years ago. He's been doing it 10 years. So yeah, if you're interested, check this channel out. But yeah, they mention the Japan stuff and everything. And yeah, I think I mentioned it before. My grandparents met when my grandfather was stationed in Japan during World War II. And my dad was actually born in Japan too. He's as the oldest, he was the only one of their children born there. So I take this stuff personally. Yeah, it's yeah, let's see what's this say. Yeah. Yeah, this is forgive me. I used one from Kershey. This is kind of funny. But yeah. And yeah, forgiveness, like saying, oh well, they dropped bomb. I mean, they attacked us with Pearl Harbor. Yes, but not only there was another thing that is not very well known, and I think I've talked about it before, but I'm going to bring it up again because yeah, here we are. Yeah, you'll see there's a monument. These were the only continental, because Pearl Harbor, Hawaii obviously wasn't part of the continent, it was an island. They're islands, Hawaii is. But this was in Hawaii, Oregon, where I used to live before I moved here to Texas. This, yeah, Japanese balloon bombs. One made it here, and the pastor's wife and some of the children they were taking out for a picnic died almost instantly. You see, one of them survived, did not die instantly. They lived a few minutes longer, but they did do that. And yeah, 5 children. Yeah, so 6 people died. And not too many people about this little bit of historic history. Well, okay, that's kind of historic history is kind of stupid phrase, but yeah, it's hidden history because not too many people know about it. But and anyways, let's see if I'm mentioning it. Oh yeah, if you know it's here in 1995. Well, me. I'm gonna get emotional here. Warning. Um. Breathe. In 1976, Sakio Adachi, a Japanese scientist, who helped plan the balloon offense. Breathe. Oh, I gotta blow my nose. Just a minute. Okay, where was I? Yes. Visited the site and laid a wreath at the monument. He later sent a letter of apologies to the Patsky family for the loss of their 2 children. Yes. And uh, in 1995, Japanese students sent 1,000 paper cranes. I need, I, so I need coffee. A Japanese symbol, peace and healing to the families of the victims. 6 cherry trees were also delivered to Bly to be planted at the site. One of the cherry trees was planted just north of the fenced monument site. The remaining trees were planted inside the fenced area. Later that year, over 500 people attended the 50th anniversary rededication ceremony at the Mitchell Monument site. Oh yeah, and yeah, he was a pastor for this church. This was the church I went to there. And also, it's not mentioned, they were supposed to be talking about the site, but also, I think, I don't know what happened. I want to say, I think it was in the 80s. The women who made the bombs at the factory, they came to church with gifts and asking forgiveness. Yeah, and this was way before my time too, so I just know one of the people who was there then, and it was very emotional. And if let me just post the picture. Yeah, you see, this is one of the cherry trees. They brought cherry trees too. This is one of them. There's the other one just on the other side of the driveway there on over here. But a lot of the gifts and stuff they brought. The bad news is at last January, it was January 29th, I believe. I'd have to check my message history. The church burned down, and a lot of those items were destroyed. So, yeah, that's kind of, and one of the cherry trees is not doing too well. But that's that, and there is your history for the day. Let's go back. And, see, so yeah, there was, you can go back and forth with nonsense about war crimes, but you can accept what war means and move on from it and not do that nonsense again. But, oh, there's F-35. Oh, that's what just HLC was talking about. Let's look. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, F-35, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay. Oh, some people talking about technical stuff with F-35s. Okay. What? Oh my. Okay, this is about giving the F-35 to Turkey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen on the post. Canada is right to keep American liquor off its shelves as a principled stand against a deeply disrespectful, once trusted trading partner. Okay, let's just make this. Okay, yeah. Canada wants to inject itself. Okay, well, a Canadian wants to inject themselves. About this going off of. How dare America? Dude, this is. Needs to be the Bible? What's going on with the Bible? Yeah. Jeez. Oh my goodness, this is people just more divisive crap. my god, can be Lori who? Who's being okay. Oh, that's why do they keep doing stuff that's got nothing to do with anything? Butter. Butter is trending. Does this have to do with Kirsche? I'm just asking. Okay, someone saying Chinese food isn't that great. Vietnamese is better. Like, dude, who cares? Seriously. Hmm. Oh, there's butter memes like. Mm. Okay. Butter. Mm. Oh, I don't know what that is about. So, what the scientists discovered nutrient-rich milk crystals in the Diploptera punctata cockroach embryos. Researchers found that the live-bearing cockroach species Diploptera punctata produces a milk-like fluid containing protein crystals in its embryo stomachs. The fluid is rich in proteins, fats, sugars, and all 9 essential amino acids, providing slow-release energy. Okay, well, that's for cockroaches, not for us. Ew. What is... Okay. Dude. Okay, that's just, So, yeah, I have a fake smile on my face right now. Who wants cockroach milk? Uh, oh yeah, Moist Critical was not happy with this. He said he used to like the guy. What happened to him? And then Toasty has a video on him too. See, Hero Hey has short videos. Let's see what oh, I gotta stop and start recording again just for a minute. Just to,